Hey there, good evening to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Stefanie Lauber, and on this Thursday, we got a drought update. Good news there. But in order to keep things going in the right direction, we need more rainfall. And while we've been kind of waiting for the atmosphere to grace us with some rain, Thursday didn't really offer a whole lot. Good news, we still have rain in the forecast. That part hasn't changed. Still feel confident that Friday and Saturday is our window to receive said rainfall. We're never expecting a huge rainmaker out of this, but at this point, every drop counts. Every raindrop counts. So here's tentatively what we expect for that rainfall window. There's a lot in movement, and it's a pretty tricky forecast, if I do say so myself. So this is what I'll tell you. This is when we can expect rainfall, given what we know right now. If it doesn't rain, don't be disappointed, because the evening forecast that I'm going to tell you about is looking a bit stronger, and we are going to see some rainfall. It just is going to be difficult to nail down specific timing in neighborhoods, and I'll explain why in a moment. But still, I would keep a raincoat on hand for the morning commute. If not, at least give yourself a little bit of extra time on the Friday morning commute to account for any wet roadways, or if we are seeing some showers along your commute tomorrow morning. It is going to be more likely as we get into the mid to late morning hours, so at least there's that. But again, never hurts to give yourself a few extra moments, maybe grab a cafecito to celebrate the end of the work week. Now, here's where things get interesting. On the other side of the scale, heading into Friday night, if you had Friday night plans, you're going to want to keep an eye on the forecast, because that's a more confident forecast for some showers and storms to roll into the coastal bend, some of which could be pretty strong and pack a bit of a punch. So the Storm Prediction Center has put us under a 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather for Friday evening, and that's because there is kind of a very make or break forecast at hand. We'll either see something that's not much to write home about, or we're going to see a pretty impressive Friday night forecast here. So if some storms develop out west and start to move our way Friday evening, they could be strong, bringing very strong winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, maybe even some sizable hail bigger than an inch in diameter. Tornado risk isn't much of a concern, but we can't rule that out. Still, the main focus will be for wind and for hail, and that's going to be a lot of if in this forecast, if those storms come together and roll across our neighborhood. So here's what one computer model puts together. Doesn't have a whole lot for the morning rainfall, and that would track with what we've seen the past this morning and Wednesday morning, where we're expecting at least something. This would just be a few showers. We're starting off pretty close to where our temperatures have been all throughout Thursday, in the low to middle 70s, and by the mid-morning hours, that doesn't change by much, but you see there will still likely be just a few passing showers around the area. Now, as we get into the afternoon and evening time frame, that's where some storms will be expected to be cooking up along the Rio Grande and out by Laredo. Those would cook up and start to move our way, and that could mean storms like what the model is predicting here in B County, Live Oak County, even Duval County. This is a model. It's not set in stone. It wouldn't exactly pan out this way, but that's the kind of weather we could be looking at for Friday night plans. So please keep it here with Chris 6 as we head on into Friday and fine tune this forecast, because like I said, it's pretty tricky, and things that are going into it, the exact position and movement of this front, the timing of help upstairs in the atmosphere to get these storms going, and if we warm up enough on Friday to break the cap, the literal lid that keeps those storm clouds from growing. So that's something I'll be watching for as we head through the next 24 hours. The good news, even though we're expecting rainfall on Friday and Saturday, that's good on its own. I don't think we'll have to worry about that for Mother's Day. Plans should still be good out there to enjoy with Mom.